Hey, what's up guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing a Cyber Dragon deck profile. Now this deck is really awesome, and an OTK is the original, in my opinion, OTK deck. Back when I was a kid, I know I tell this a lot of times when I do the Cyber Dragon deck profile, but back when I was a kid, the first pack of Cybernetic Revolution that I ever opened, I actually pulled a first edition Cyber Dragon. It was just a super rare, but it was still such an amazing card going into Yu-Gi-Oh! GX that I fell in love with it and I played them ever since. So it's an amazing deck and it OTKs like crazy and it's just a super awesome deck. So let's get straight onto this and see what I'm playing. Amazing card, one of the most nostalgic cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion. It goes right up there with like Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon and everything like that. So let's get straight on this and I'll show you guys what I'm playing. Before we do, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell on there so you can make part of the notification squad, and if you are not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. So let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Cyber Dragon. You got to play 3 copies of Cyber Dragon. If your opponent controls, if you control no monsters and your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card directly from your hand. It is the center card of the deck, and you must play 3 of it in order to be able to play this deck correctly. This card is amazing in this deck, and it does all sorts of different things. Being able to special summon it and then normal summoning another monster right behind it, and just being able to link summon and link summon and link summon. And be able to overlay and fusion summon into all sorts of different monsters. So the next card that we play is 3 copies of Galaxy Soldier. This card is also a really good playmaker in the deck. What it does is you discard, you send one other machine monster, that's one other light monster from your hand to the grave, and then you could special summon this card from your hand in defense position, and then when this card is summoned this way, you get to add another Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. So we always add another Galaxy Soldier from our deck to our hand. And it also has the ability that when you special summon this card, you can add another, it also has the effect that you can add that Galaxy monster. So you can just keep going and keep going and keep going. But you can only use this effect of it once per turn, but you can special summon 2 of them in a turn, which is pretty cool to allow you to go into some extra deck plays. Then I play 1 copy of Dre. I only play 1 copy of Dre. When you normal summon it, it becomes a level 5. Then it changes all your Cyber Dragon monsters to level 5, which is pretty cool and can really help with a lot of plays. I think it's a good one of. I probably wouldn't play it at more than 1 anymore, but it's still a good 1 copy or one of. Then I play 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Veer. Basically, it's like Kage to Kage. If you guys aren't familiar with that card, if it's this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard, and if you normal or special summon a Cyber Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. So the thing that I usually do is I'll special summon out Dre. Dre's effect will chain, and then I'll special summon this card out, and then they'll both become level 5, which is really cool, and I love that effect of being able to do that. Or I'll just normal summon, I'll special summon out Cyber Dragon, and then special summon out another one. And then I'll normal summon out Dre and make a Innova Infinity play, which is really awesome. Then we play 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. Cyber Dragon Core's effect is basically that you can, when it's normal summon, you get to add a Cyber Spell or Trap card directly from your deck, and if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it if you control no monsters, especially summon a Cyber Dragon from your deck. Cool thing that it counts as Cyber Dragon on the field is you can actually machine dupe it and special summon out 2 other Cyber Dragons, which is a super old play for this deck, but you can still do it. Then I played 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Hertz. Cyber Dragon Hertz it becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field in the graveyard, so you can also machine dupe this and special summon 2 Cyber Dragons. And if this card is special summoned, you can make this card's level become 5 until the end phase of the turn, and also you can add special summon monster from the deck, except for machine monsters from your extra deck, or from anywhere. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one other Cyber Dragon from your deck to your deck or graveyard to your hand, which is pretty cool because it recycles them. 1 copy of El Tainen. El Tainen is just a good card because you can banish all light machine monsters from your graveyard and your field, and then special summon it and send all cards on the field to the graveyard, which is just really cool. I love that effect about this card. Send all other cards on the face-up monsters. Send all other face-up monsters on the field to the graveyard. And it gains 500 attack for each one that you banish, which is pretty cool. And then I play 1 copy of the Star Destroying Kaiju because it's actually searchable in the deck. And it's just a good one-of to be able to give your opponent the Kaiju and then be able to link with the Kaiju to make Mega Fleet or make Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, which is really cool to be able to get rid of your opponent's monsters, to get rid of light machine monsters, which is amazing. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing 1 copy of Foolish Burial, because you can send Hurts to the graveyard to get that search effect. 1 copy of Monster Reborn just to bring back our Cyber Dragons to be able to link away and fusion summon away. 1 copy of 1-for-1 to special summon Hurt so it can become a level 5. 1 copy of Rev System. It's essentially a Monster Reborn for Cyber Dragons because you can special summon a Cyber Dragon from your hand or grave and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. I think it's a good 1 of because it's searchable. I probably wouldn't play it at maybe more than 2, but 1 is just perfect for me. 2 copies of Instant Fusion to let me go into more Link plays or more XYZ plays to go into Infinity and Nova. And you can even play Thousand Eyes Restrict in the extra deck to be able to make Link Karibo really easily, which is what I do. 3 copies of Limiter Removal. Some people are probably going to disagree with me on this, but I feel like this card ends games with this deck. And since it just went to 3, why not play 3? You summon a Cyber Dragon, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, or not Chimera Tech, what's his name? The Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. You summon Rampage Dragon, activate this, make it go up by double, activate it again, make it go up by double again. That's already 8,400, and this card can attack multiple times, so why not just win more? Like, it is a win more card, but I think it's a good 3 of. I definitely would play it at 3. 3 copies of Call by the Grave, just because I don't want to get hand trapped. I'm not worried about playing hand traps in this deck because this is an OTK deck. I'm gonna win second turn. It's a win or bust kind of thing. Maybe not so much because you can play Infinity and negate your opponent and stall till you OTK. But a lot of times I win on the second turn. Cyber Repair Plant, you play it as 2 of because you get to search Cyber Dragons. You can probably bump it down to 1, to be honest with you, but I still play it at 2. Because you can search a Cyber Dragon or a Light Machine Monster from your deck to your hand. This is how I was talking about searching the Kaiju. Or you can target a Machine Monster in your graveyard and shuffle that target into the deck. You just have to have a Cyber Dragon monster in your graveyard to activate this card, which is really cool, and I really like it. So then I play 3 copies of Machine Duplication. You need 3 machine dupes in this deck now. It used to be you just play 2, but with Hurts on the field now, you can need to play 3. So then I play 3 copies of Overload Fusion. 3 Overload Fusion allows me to go into my Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon extremely easily, which is why I play that as a 3 of in the deck, instead of playing like Power Bond and stuff like that. You could play Power Bond in the deck, but I just don't play it in here because you don't need to go into Twin and you don't need to go into Cyber End. But if you want to play 1 copy of Power Bond or 2 copies of Power Bond, maybe you could drop a Machine Dupe and a Cyber Repair Plant. Like, that's the only thing I would really drop in this deck to play that. Then I play for the last 3 spells, I play 3 copies of Cyber Emergency. Cyber Emergency is just amazing of a card. Like, it's just super, super good. It lets you add a Light Machine Monster that cannot be normal summoned or set, or 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Just a really good card, and if your opponent negates it, and sends it to the graveyard, you can discard a card and add it back to your hand, which is just really good, because a lot of your Cyber Dragons benefit off being in the graveyard anyways, so your opponent's not usually going to Ash Blossom this unless they know what it does, which usually they don't. So that's it for these spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. So for the traps, we're going to be playing 1 copy of Cybernetic Overflow. I thought about playing this at more than 1 because I play so many different levels of Cyber Dragons, but you banish Cyber Dragons with different levels from your hand or face up in your field or grave with different levels, and then destroy equal number of cards your opponent controls, which is really cool. And then if this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add a Cyber Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand. So it's a good 1 of. I might play it at 2. I thought about playing it at 2. I said that last deck profile, but I just kind of kept it at 1 because I didn't want to break with it. But I still think it's a good stun card. Like, if the game lasts longer and I have a bunch of cards in my graveyard, I'm going to flip this if they prevent my OTK, and I'm going to activate this and just hit them with this card. So that's it for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck, guys. So with the extra deck, I'm going to be playing one copy of Cyber Dragon Seeger. I think, or Seeger over here in the TCG. So Seeger is you just link it away with 2 machine monsters that including at least 1 Cyber Dragon, which is extremely easy in the deck, and they become Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the grave. And during either player's battle phase, if this card has not declared an attack, you can target a machine monster and have it increase its attack by 2100, which is really cool. And then also neither player takes battle damage from it, which kind of sucks, but I just usually use this for link arrows and to protect my Cyber Dragons on field for that ability. The Cleafort Genius is just here for link arrows, and same thing for Hippo Shinnigan. But Hippo Shinnigan actually is one I summon usually because I'll make this and then summon like something else. The only thing you have to keep in mind is Rampage Dragon is dark, so usually I'll summon Cleafort Genius if I know I'm going to summon this and something else, or I'll just summon this and not worry about the links. Linkuriboh is here because I play Hertz, and Hertz can make Linkuriboh because it becomes level 1 if you just normal summon it. 2 Rampage Dragons. Rampage Dragon just is the OTK maker in the card that I make the majority of the time. If it's done with above fusion materials, which is 2+ Cyber Dragons, and I'm going to overload fusion it out, so I'm going to put a bunch of cards into it. You can target spells and traps up to the number of fusion materials you used and destroy them. And then once per turn, you can send up to 2 light machine monsters from your deck to the grave. And if you do, this card can attack each 1 additional time. So it can attack up to 3 times if you do that. And it's the OTK maker of the deck. So I'm just going to use this to OTK my opponent really easily. 1 Panzer Dragon, just to use instant fusion to special summon this. 2 Mega Fleets. I play double Mega Fleet because everything's Cyber Dragon, and I might as well. And it lets me get rid of my opponent's extra monster zones. You can actually get out of a U-Link just by summoning this and linking their stuff away into the U-Link. 1 copy of Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. I use this to make a really big Fortress Dragon. Thousand Eyes because I can instant fusion out and steal my opponent's monsters. 2 Infinities and 2 Novas because I want to be able to summon these and be able to like summon this, detach a material, special summon Cyber Dragon, and then immediately overlay into Nova and have a Nova and a Cyber Dragon on field, or an Infinity and a Cyber Dragon on field. And plus, this is actually really good as a standalone card. Because if it's destroyed, you can special summon a monster from the extra deck that's a fusion monster. So it's really cool. It's a really fun deck. It's an OTK based deck. If you want to play Power Bond in here, which I'm not going to for a little while, I might tech in maybe 2. You can actually make End Dragon and it comes out at 8k and it does piercing. Or if you want to make like Twin Dragon, you can make Twin Dragon if you want to. But I couldn't justify it with Overload Fusion. I think Overload Fusion is the superior of the 2. But if you want to, you can. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this deck down in the comments down below. Tell me if you think I should play Overload or Power Bond in this deck profile, or if you want to see a Power Bond build. I can definitely do a deck profile with a Power Bond build where you play 3 of Power Bonds and you just go for the total OTK of your opponent. But I like this build where you do a little bit of control and you OTK with Chimera Tech, Rampage Dragon. That's my big strategy. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad. And if you are not a subscriber, definitely consider becoming one so we can get more Yu-Gi-Oh content out to you guys. So anyways, see you guys in the next video. DarkArmedDuelist out.